Few pop groups have shaped global music culture like ABBA, and at the centre of its sound stands Benny Andersson, a composer whose melodies have endured far beyond the era in which they were created. Born in Stockholm in 1946, Benny grew up in a home filled with folk tunes and traditional instruments, learning accordion from his father and grandfather before teaching himself piano. His early fascination with melody, harmony and storytelling through music set the foundation for a career that would redefine pop songwriting. This is the story of how a young Swedish musician helped build one of the most successful and emotionally resonant pop acts in history, and how that legacy continues to evolve today. Early life and musical foundations. Benny Andersson's childhood was steeped in music, but it was not a formal conservatory upbringing. Instead, it was shaped by everyday sounds, folk melodies, family traditions, and the evolving pop culture of post-war Europe. By his teenage years, he had already developed a strong ear for composition, experimenting with keyboards and absorbing influences ranging from Swedish folk to early rock and roll. Leaving school at 15, he committed fully to music, driven by the belief that creativity could become a lifelong profession. These formative years built the foundation of his distinctive style, melodic, emotionally expressive and deeply rooted in accessible musical storytelling that would later define ABBA's global appeal. Early career and the Hep Stars era. Before ABBA, Andersson first found fame as a member of the Hep Stars, one of Sweden's most popular 1960s rock groups. Often described as Sweden's answer to the Beatles, the band gave him his first major platform as both a keyboardist and emerging songwriter. During this period, he began to stand out not just as a performer, but as a creator of memorable melodies. His compositions started gaining attention for their emotional clarity and pop accessibility. It was here that Benny learned the dynamics of studio recording, touring, and audience engagement skills that would later become essential in building ABBA's polished and globally appealing sound. Meeting Björn Ulvaeus and a creative partnership. A pivotal moment in Benny Andersson's life came when he met Björn Ulvaeus in 1966. Their collaboration quickly evolved into one of the most successful songwriting partnerships in pop history. The two shared a complementary creative chemistry. Björn often focused on lyrics and structure, while Benny excelled in melody and arrangement. Together, they crafted songs that balanced emotional storytelling with infectious pop hooks. Their partnership became the creative engine behind ABBA, producing music that was both commercially powerful and artistically sophisticated. This collaboration marked the beginning of a new phase in Swedish pop music, one that would soon reach international audiences. Formation of ABBA and the vocal magic. The formation of ABBA brought together Benny Andersson, Björn Ulvaeus, and two exceptional vocalists, Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad. The group's name emerged as an acronym of their first names. Initially, they performed under various configurations and struggled to find international recognition. However, the combination of Benny and Björn's songwriting with the contrasting yet harmonising voices of Agnetha and Frida created a distinctive sound. Their music blended emotional depth with polished pop production, setting them apart from contemporaries. This unique synergy eventually positioned ABBA for global breakthrough success in the mid-1970s. Eurovision breakthrough with Waterloo in 1974, ABBA achieved international fame by winning the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo. The song's energetic style, catchy melody, and bold performance marked a turning point for both the group and the contest itself. It introduced ABBA to a global audience and demonstrated Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus's ability to craft instantly memorable pop music. The victory transformed ABBA from a relatively unknown Swedish act into international stars almost overnight. Waterloo remains one of Eurovision's most iconic winning entries, symbolising the moment when Scandinavian pop began to influence mainstream global music culture on a significant scale. Global success and timeless hits. Following Eurovision, ABBA entered a decade of extraordinary global success. Songs like Dancing Queen, Fernando, Mamma Mia, Knowing Me, Knowing You, and The Winner Takes It All showcased the group's versatility and emotional range. Benny Andersson's compositions were central to this success, blending rich orchestration with pop accessibility. The group became one of the best-selling musical acts in history, dominating charts across Europe, Australia, and beyond. Their music videos, stage presence, and distinctive fashion further strengthened their identity. ABBA's sound evolved from upbeat pop to deeply reflective ballads, ensuring their relevance across diverse audiences and generations. Relationships, fame, and personal strain. Behind ABBA's glittering success, personal relationships within the group became increasingly strained. The romantic partnerships between Agnetha Fältskog and Björn Ulvaeus, and between Benny Andersson and Anni-Frid Lyngstad, both eventually ended in divorce. These emotional changes deeply influenced their music, adding layers of vulnerability and realism to their later work. Touring pressures, constant media attention, and creative intensity contributed to emotional distance within the group. Despite these challenges, they maintained professionalism in the studio, continuing to produce music that resonated with audiences worldwide. Their ability to channel personal pain into art became one of the defining qualities of ABBA's later period. The Visitors and a Mature Sound, released in 1981. The Visitors marked a significant shift in ABBA's musical tone. The album explored themes of isolation, uncertainty, and emotional transition, reflecting the personal experiences of its members. Benny Andersson's compositions became more atmospheric and introspective, incorporating complex arrangements and darker tonalities. Songs from the album revealed a group grappling with change, both individually and collectively. Critics recognised it as one of their most sophisticated works. Although still commercially successful, The Visitors signalled the winding down of ABBA's active career, capturing the emotional reality of a group approaching the end of its original journey together. Breakup, new beginnings, and musical theatre. By 1982, ABBA had effectively disbanded, choosing to step away from the spotlight without an official farewell announcement. Benny Andersson and Björn Ulvaeus transitioned into musical theatre, achieving success with projects like Chess and later contributing to the creation of Mamma Mia, a stage production built around ABBA's catalogue. These works extended their influence beyond pop music into storytelling and theatre. Meanwhile, Agnetha Fältskog and Anni-Frid Lyngstad pursued solo careers and private lives. Although the group remained inactive, their music continued to grow in popularity, gaining new audiences through film, theatre, and radio airplay worldwide. ABBA Voyage and a Digital Legacy. In 2021, ABBA reunited in the studio to release Voyage, marking their first new music in decades. This project coincided with the launch of ABBA Voyage in London, a groundbreaking concert experience featuring digital avatars of the band performing with a live band. Rather than a traditional reunion, it represented a technological reimagining of their performances. Benny Andersson played a key role in shaping this innovative project, blending nostalgia with modern digital artistry. The show demonstrated how ABBA's music continues to evolve while staying true to its emotional core, bridging generations through technology and timeless songwriting. Conclusion: a legacy that endures. The legacy of ABBA and Benny Andersson is not only measured in record sales or chart success, but in emotional connection. Their music has transcended decades, languages and cultural boundaries, remaining relevant long after their original era ended. From Eurovision triumph to global stardom, from personal struggles to artistic reinvention, their journey reflects both the challenges and beauty of creative collaboration. Benny Andersson's melodies continue to resonate because they capture universal human emotions: love, loss, joy and longing. Today, ABBA stands not just as a band from the past, but as a living cultural force whose music continues to bring people together around the world.